Hey, you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the great state of Kansas, more specifically Cawker City, Kansas. And I am currently in front of Eyegore's Odditorium and Monster Museum. Now, this was a new attraction opened this year. The owners were great fans of roadside attractions, much like myself. They had gone on a road trip off Route 66. They wanted to do that great cross-country road trip, and they took a slight detour, a several-hour detour into Kansas to see the giant twine ball here in Cawker City, Kansas. And when they got here, they decided this is where they wanted to be, and they set roots and opened up their own roadside attraction right here, Eyegore's Odditorium and Monster Museum. Follow me. Let's head inside. Greeted here by a gray alien in the doorway. And look at this. All these wonders hanging up on the walls. Skeleton there, dressed in a coconut bikini. Have a totem there. The creature from the Black Lagoon. And look at this, a haunted ventriloquist dummy. It looks pretty haunted. Shrunken head, a Sansa. And a little mouse in a coffin, and appears to be a razor made out of some sort of bone. Got some gnomes down here, and then the ultimate showdown, alligator versus snake. Looks like the alligator's winning. Different lizards, including a flesh-eating toad and a called a Ermotstyx lizard, a frog boy, and a little band of frogs. These are sold as souvenirs a lot of times in Mexico. Also little baby crocodiles as well. You can see that one shaking the maracas. Of course, the classic Fiji mermaid there. Every auditorium worth its salt needs a Fiji mermaid. This poor fellow here appears to be in rough shape, wearing the halo and a gas mask for some reason. It's a mummified Sasquatch, Gigantopithecus canadensis. And here we have a Sasquatch foot as well as a Sasquatch tooth. The bone cabinet here. All these different skulls. There's a monkey skull there in the middle. It's a bobcat skull. And oh my gosh, look at that. That is Michelangelo, the Ninja Turtle. Some genuine human skulls. Alright, this is actually a possum skeleton there. Look at the fierce hiss that he's making. A French werewolf hand. It's a beautiful white deer. A jackalope up above. And check out this deer in the hat. This is Sasquatch wearing his ceremonial robes. Little fetal pig there as well. You see Count Cluckula. It's a vampiric chicken. Fortunately, he has been staked and is no longer a menace. There's a Masonic wildebeest. Check out that little strange little fairy creature up there in the corner. Alright, heading into the room here with a baby alien. Preserved in, I don't know if I'm supposed to be touching any of this, but yeah, that baby alien preserved there. Okay, it's from Roswell. So this here is very unique. This is a real Frankenstein skeleton. You can see the gears and valves and whatnot, but this skeleton is a real skeleton that has been Frankensteined together from various parts of different teaching skeletons. You step back, you can see all the different bone colors and whatnot. It's been stitched together. So a real life Frankenstein, if you will. Old circuit board here to be used by a Dr. Frankenstein. Some medical objects in there, phrenology head, different bits of human and animal parts and jars with that cross section of the brain there. It's a human brain stem. Here over the Charleston shoes, we see a Mad Max style groundhog. And look at this, Mythical meats. We have beef jerky made from mythical creatures, basilisk jerky, Loch Ness monster jerky, Bigfoot jerky. I don't know if it's right to eat Bigfoot. That may be unethical given his human-like traits. And then dragon and kraken. Wow. Appropriate for Kansas. We have a Dorothy raccoon, of course flanked by flying monkey squirrels. Gotta love their little flying monkey outfits. A ghost-busting rabbit there. See him stepping on the trap. The sign there says there's nothing to fear. Porcupines and top hats, and there's one right now. And look at this. I know that I've never seen one of these before. A lucha deer. See a deer with a lucha mask. That's amazing. You can see the witch there riding her bicycle, sticking with the Kansas theme. And then this massive snake skin. How long is that snake skin?
12 and a half feet.
12.5 foot snake. Missing his skin. Oh, let's point out there's a box of baby rattlers. Just a bucket full of tiny snakes. Baby rattlers. Oh, it's the different kind. It's the kind that babies play with. Sorry, didn't mean to get you all excited. There's a wall of butts here. See rear view. So you can identify these animals just by their butts. Okay, these are ducks. That's a buffalo butt, a deer butt, and I guess a human butt.
I've heard people say they're laughing their butt off. That lady at Walmart just laughed her butt right off. It's stuck in a wall.
So a lady at Walmart laughed her butt off, and now it is on the wall. Here, we all know that one right there. That is a possum butt, a skunk butt. That's one of the most dangerous butts because it can emit foul, burning stench. Then a squirrel butt and a rabbit butt. Down here, there's some pickled punks, some artificial babies that be displayed at carnivals, and then a hand cast and autograph from Grady Stiles III, son of the infamous Lobster Boy. He also had the lobster hands as well. And there is the skull replica of the Elephant Man, Joseph Merrick, a circus strongman hammer. It's a mummified head of Ankh S.N. Amen. Oh, what's this here? Aztec 3 phases of life head. We see Frankenstein and the Wolfman flanked by some Audrey 2s. And then up there is just a massive, ginormous fur-bearing trout. This is just a frame full of human sternums. That's pretty random.
I'm going to make a ginormous version of this.
Oh, yeah.
Have outside is the world's largest monster finger puppet.
Nice. And of course, here in Cocker City, the most famous landmark is the world's largest ball of twine. And there is a starter kit. You can make your own ball of twine, or if you don't want to go through all that work, there's your miniature ball of twine. Guest book here is this World Atlas, so we can turn to North Carolina and sign where I am from. Let me see, right about there. All right, so we walk down just a block or two away to this, the world's largest ball of twine. All right, so here in front of the world's largest ball of twine. Now, there's a very complicated story, and maybe Matt, you can help fill in some of the blanks here.
Sure.
Now, this was the second ball of twining that was created. The original one was the Darwin, Minnesota one, correct?
Yes, but unbeknownst to the gentleman here in Kansas, he began to create his own ball of twine in the early 50s just to clean up his barn because he was tired of tripping over the
twine. So yeah, the two men, what's the gentleman's names?
Francis Johnson and Frank Stover.
So Frank Stover was the one here in Cocker City, Kansas, and so I think this at one point was the largest ball of twine created by one man.
Yes.
And then the one in Darwin overtook that.
Right.
But after both gentlemen had died, the community here continued to add to this ball of twine, making this larger than the ball in Darwin, Minnesota. But then the third ball of twine was created by a Texan who I think it seemed like it's the most controversial of the twine balls. He actually, I guess some believe he set out to break the record, and he did not use the sisal twine that these two balls were made of. He used a synthetic fiber and used a team and created the largest ball, which I've been to in Branson, Missouri. But that ball had the largest circumference and was registered by Guinness, but was actually the lightest because it was made of the synthetic material. And now what I understand, and maybe you can correct me, that this ball is now bigger than the ball in Branson?
That I'm not 100% sure of. Right now the sign says 43 feet. 43 feet. But it's continually growing daily.
So yeah, people add, the town continues to add. You said they have a festival?
Right, we have the Twineathon the third weekend in August each year, where folks come and they just continually add to the ball of twine, and folks are able to stop by anytime and either come into Eyegore's here or contact the ball of the bell and the clover, and they can arrange to meet and add official twine to our ball.
Oh, yeah, so apparently you don't come here with any of that synthetic Branson twine. You can only use the sisal twine here. So I think we're going to add a little twine to the ball today?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right, well, let's follow the string of twine here up to the Cocker City twine ball and make communion with the twine. Yes, it was originally started in the early 50s and it continues on to this day. You can see it's a little uneven because of the weight, but it has pretty good integrity to it.
She has to come in and straighten it up, so trying to help her out.
So tying some of the loose ends together. You can see some of the pictures here of the original twine ball. Originally it was very round. There's the creator there with his dog on top. You can see them. Is it getting bigger and bigger, loading on the back of the truck. Originally had like this interesting like geodesic dome over top of it. There's the modern modern ball. I don't know if I'm properly showing the enormity here of this ball, but yeah, this is impressive. And we're going to add a little bit. This is official, approved Sisal Twine or Sisal Twine. I've been trying to going back and forth between if it's Sisal or Sisal. Leave a comment in the comment section if you know the appropriate name. So, help me here, Matt. How do we do this? What's the official?
Yeah, we just want it in and we'll tie it together. And I'll just have you wrap it out and then tie off the loose end. It's so windy that
All right. So,
not tying.
if you guys want to come with me, we will wrap the twine around the ball. Like you were saying, you can come out here. You just got to give them a heads up and let them know you want to add ball to the twine, either at Eyegore's or who else? Where's the other lady work at? The twine, the bell of the ball.
Linda Clover.
Linda Clover. Where if you want to contact her, where is she at?
You can look her up on Facebook. I think it's Ball of Twine, or Largest Ball of Twine. I really should know this better.
That's all right. But yeah, you can contact Eyegore's as well, and they will get you hooked up with some twine. And let's get that. Would you mind holding that for 1 second so I can have my hand to tie the twine down. And there. Good. Make sure it's extra tight there because it does get windy here. And there we go. We have added my own piece of twine to the world's largest ball of twine here in Cawker City, Kansas. So across from the largest ball of twine, this whole gas station has been converted into a hotel. It's actually just one little room in here. Huh. So yeah, stay in this old timey gas station. It's the gas station bathroom right there. Over here at the park, they have the original, well, not the original, but one of the encasements that the twine ball used to be in. Apparently the ball itself just got too big, and they didn't move the ball. They actually, I guess, lifted this up and moved this over here and left the ball where it is now. They do have some classic playground equipment here. You don't find this anywhere because some people claim that it's insanely dangerous, and they're right, but it's still amazing. If I let go, I literally just fly off into space right now. Our final stop for the day right here in Lebanon, Kansas, and we've been to the 48 continental United States, lower 48 states, 48 contiguous states, however you want to put it, the 48 states that aren't Alaska or Hawaii. I've been to them, but I've never been here, and that is the geographical center of the 48 states. It just says states there. And so we are right there, dead center, standing in the middle of the continental United States. They said that it was determined that if you took a cutout of the United States, if you cut out a piece of cardboard, a piece of metal, something that was completely even and level, and you balance that on a point, found the perfect point to balance it where it would stand completely level, be right here where we are standing in Lebanon, Kansas. As isolated as this part of Kansas is, it actually had a recent spike in popularity as Bruce Springsteen actually filmed a Super Bowl commercial here is he called for unity, all people of the United States to come together in the center. He featured this chapel, the U.S. Center Chapel. You can take a peek inside. So, oh, didn't mean to slam the door in a church, I'm sorry. There's 8 seats in here and 1 podium. You can stand here in the middle of the 48 states and say a prayer. Somehow I just knew that once I reached the center of the United States, there'd be one of these waiting for me. Pleasures of childhood. And according to this plaque right here, some people from the actual country of Lebanon, not the city in Kansas, came here and were inspired and actually transported a pine tree from the country of Lebanon to here in the center of the United States. It's a little fire pit. You can have a little cookout here at the center of the United States, a little picnic pavilion. There's also another little grill here behind the church. Here under the picnic shelter, I didn't bring any raw meat to cook or grill, but I did bring the cryptid beef jerky that I bought at Igore's Odditorium and Monster Museum. So we have bought some Bigfoot and some Kraken jerky. So I don't know, again, I feel weird about eating Bigfoot meat. I think he's very intelligent and human-like, but just assume maybe he died of natural causes. Make myself feel better. Sasquatch is delicious. Maybe that's why he's hiding, because if we find out how delicious he is, then we'll just hunt them all down and turn them into jerky. But seriously, that is some delicious jerky right there. I'm also curious about the Kraken jerky. Let's see if we can get this open. All right, release the Kraken into my mouth. That's got a different flavor to it. Let me try that. Got like a sweet, smoky flavor to it. These are both really good. Like, I would definitely think this is quality beef jerky. I don't know if they're really grinding up Bigfoot or grinding up the Kraken, but very delicious nonetheless. I want to thank you guys for joining me here today. This trip, we're not done with this trip through Kansas, but I've been having a lot of fun, a lot of interesting things. You know, really, like I said, I've neglected Kansas so much in my travels, and I'm so happy to finally immerse myself in Kansas culture. So if you enjoyed this video, check out some of the older videos on my channel. I've filmed roadside attractions, amusement parks, haunted houses, other fun stuff. If you want to subscribe, I'll let you know when a new video comes out. And if you'd like to help support the channel, consider donating to Patreon. $3 more will get you a postcard once a month. All that information is in the description of this video. Also a link to the Etsy shop where we sell enamel pins. All that just helps keep this train on the tracks, this boat on the water, and this dirigible in the air from the literal middle of America. Thank you. And until next time, this one's in the bag.